Good morning, students. Today I am here with the last lesson from your English literature, that is lesson 17, Bali Sea, based on the theme culture. So in the previous lesson also we had the same theme, culture. As I said earlier, in every state or every country or every different area, its own culture and traditions it has. And it is very important, those people staying over there and those goes from outside follow such culture and enjoy and know and enjoy the beauty of that particular place, maybe their food habits, maybe their wearings of the clothes, or the way they welcome people, their hospitality. All these differs from state to state and country to country. So now we have a different culture, a people of Indonesia, a place where the Bali Sea is there, and the poet Lilia Thals Morrison is written this poem in an imaginary images. She takes the pictures because she likes more of colors, and she also likes the nature, and she's an American poet who lives in Florida. Her poetry and short stories largely about the natural world. She likes to put it before the readers about the natural world. So little bit of imagery phases or pictures she includes in that, so that people will get interested. She loves the colors and sounds of nature, different sounds that nature brings and makes. Her writings are characterized by vivid imaginary and many detailed picture images. So she puts after her observation of the particular place, she sees the pictures, the colors, the natural beauty. According to that, she writes the poem. And Bali Sea is an Indonesian island famous for a scenic beauty. The scenic beauty, the scenery around that Bali Sea is put before us through this poem. And she also tells us or invites us to search more about this particular Bali Sea and learn from it. And if at all you get a chance, you go and visit that particular place, particular island in Indonesia. So we see the more we read this poem to find out how the poet says about Bali. So I'll explain to you this read and reciting and plus explanation, both I will do in this video, so that it will be easy for you. Before that, we have the few word meanings. Spirit is a soul. Meaning of the spirit word is a soul. Spirit, we have the soul. Locusts, short-horned grasshoppers are known as locusts. Then blend, mix, the blending of something, mixing of something. Crystal, here the meaning is transparent glass-like, something of very transparent. Crystal is a very glass type, transparent. We can see through and through. Turquoise is a greenish blue. The color mixed with the green and blue is known as a turquoise. Then we have coral, a hard stony substance formed by a sea organisms. You'll find underwater, under the sea. Sometimes we see in the TV and all how this corals form and takes different shapes. A beautiful scenic beauty it gives. Blooms means flowers. Hue is a shade of color. Groves, small groups of trees. That is when we read the poem we'll understand. Vivid, bright. Tints, shades of color. Now let's go for the reading of the poem and the explanation. The spirit flies across the sea where songs of locusts blend with the sounds of crystal waterfalls in liquid turquoise dreams. So the spirit flies, the soul flies across the sea. Once we reach there, according to the poet, our soul just move around across the sea, where songs of locusts blend, and either side where the trees and the locusts, a kind of grasshoppers, they make a lot of sounds, and with that we get lost with that. With the sounds of crystal waterfalls, over that the waterfall sound, the sound of waterfall. She likes the sounds of and the nature. Both she likes, so she observes very minutely. Sounds of crystal waterfalls. No, when the waterfalls were kind of crystal sound we can hear. In liquid turquoise dreams. And it looks like a kind of liquid forming bluish and greenish water falls from far with the sunlight. That beauty, it looks very beautiful. That's what she wants to tell us. The gardens underneath the sea grow cunning coral blooms. The garden underneath the sea grow cunning coral blooms. Cunning coral blooms are hard substance formed by sea organisms. No, it is like a salt and all those mud, everything together. It forms over there, and it forms a cunning coral blooms. Means different shapes make us like fools that is something. Some different types of sea creatures are present over there. Like those type of shape it takes, of every shape and every hue. Hue is shade of different colors, and some tiny, some quite huge. Some are small shapes forms, some are very huge ones. Nearby are groves of fruit and vines. She not only observes the sea inside, she also observes the other side of the where the seashore, where the trees, the groves, lot of trees are grown there. Of what? Fruit and wine. Fruit trees and wine is like grapes, wines, those type. In vivid tints of green. In different, vivid is a bright, and tints of vivid, bright colors, different colors of shades of colors. Where swaying leaves gold and green, red. Where swaying leaves gold and red are home to butterflies. So, kind of gold and red mixed with colors, this kind of where it was swaying means moving, and where the butterflies goes and remains on the top enjoying that. The spirit flies across the sea where songs of locusts blend with the sounds of crystal waterfalls in liquid turquoise dreams. So the same 4 lines repeated at the end. It says the soul, once we reach in that place, that island, without even our knowledge, our soul moves out from us and observing everything. That is what the poet wants to tell us. So Lilia Tals Morrison, observing all these things, the scenic beauty, she writes this poem very beautifully. So students, this is the poem and the very short explanation of this. What you have to do is learn this poem completely. Full poem you will learn. Read many times and you will learn it. Once again I will read only the recitation of this poem so that you will get the rhythm and the pronunciation. So thereafter it is easy for you to read, and the copy work I will be giving you later. So please follow the book, page 135. The spirit flies across the sea where songs of locusts blend with the sounds of crystal waterfalls in liquid turquoise dreams. The gardens underneath the sea grow cunning coral blooms of every shape and every hue, some tiny, some quite huge. Nearby are groves of fruit and vines in vivid tints of green, where swaying leaves gold and red are home to butterflies. The spirit flies across the sea where songs of locusts blend with the sounds of crystal waterfalls in liquid turquoise dreams. Written by Lilia Tals Morrison. So students, learn the poem, learn the word meanings. Copy work will be given to you later, but you can start writing the poem and the word meanings in your copy after finishing your lesson 16. Thank you.